Hello, and welcome to a new year and a new episode of All I Do Is Fail. I am your host, Tom Elwes, and I'm joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Hello, 2022 AIDIF listeners. We hope you had a wonderful Christmas, New Year's, and didn't miss us too much. Do you think anyone missed us the last week, Tom? Do you think
I can think of
they?
one
Do
or
you think
two.
when they were there with their families and eating lovely food and their loved ones, and they were like, I wish those two dudes were
Yeah,
making fun of each other right now. That would complete this perfect setting.
yeah. If only I could drown out my family and just slip in a little bit of AIDIF right now. That would
It's
be.
living exactly.
I assume that most of you did do that. In fact, while you're having Christmas dinner, you just had your AirPods in
Yeah.
that you'd just been given for Christmas, so you could
Yeah.
crack on a bit of AIDIF.
AirPods, your off-brand AirPods that you had complained about. These are the real AirPods, Mum. God, fucking hell! It was like one thing I said,
Yeah,
and then because I assume that's the type of people that would listen to this podcast.
yeah.
That's sort of our
Yeah,
type.
you've been
People
given
would,
Windows buds by your parents.
AirBuds,
Yeah,
AirBuds for
yeah,
Windows. Yeah. The man in the shop said they were probably better.
yeah. He said that. He said that.
Oh my God, you've literally ruined my life again.
Mm.
Anyway, and then it's like, presses it like, bow, bow.
My mum was like, if she went into Curry's to buy a computer, she would come out with like the biggest amount of nonsense you've ever seen. She was
Really?
always has been an absolute sucker for a salesperson, being like,
Oh, really?
well, my favorite was she bought a TV, right? And then they were like, you need to get HDMI cables. And then she was like, "Oh, I just want an HDMI cable." And then the guy convinced her to get a gold-plated HDMI cable that was like meant to be faster
Ooh.
or something.
Yeah, yeah,
95 quid. I was like, "What?
yeah.
What? What? A normal HDMI cable is a tenner at most. This is insane."
But it's gold, Tom. It's
Yeah,
going to be quicker
yeah,
when, however
yeah,
quick you need, because I often find with HDMI cables, there's not much pace
yeah,
involved. It's very
yeah.
much just
So
it
slow.
works or it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, he really like because I just know what he would have done with like he's just been like, I mean, you're gonna need this. He wouldn't even said there was another option. He'd be like, you're probably gonna need this, to be honest. You know,
Yeah,
so
this is the only one we do. And
yeah,
she's like, those look like cheaper. And he's like, that's HDMI cables. These
yeah,
are HDMI. They're
yeah.
spelled the same, but it's very different.
Very
So
important.
if I was to give you a HDMI cable, to be honest, you'd be back here in 2 weeks because it would be it
Mm,
wouldn't work anymore.
yeah,
Um, so Tom, we might as well get into it before we could catch up on New Year's and Christmas,
yeah.
which we did to an extent in the
Patreon,
Patreon. Did you say Patreon?
Patreon.
Oh ouais, le patron.
Yeah, le patron.
Merci de la patente.
If you have the
Um,
Wi-Fi, you get on the
yeah,
Patreon.
yeah. Oh, speaking of Patreon, if you want or Patreon, if you want to, start your new year with a bang,
Yeah,
generosity and with extra content, as we all, that's my resolution, and we'll get to that later, to consume more content,
yeah.
then you can get an extra episode every week by donating to our Patreon, patreon.com/AIDIFpod. And just for £4 a month, you get an extra episode
Oh,
every week, just
it's
for
insane.
which, as inflation continues to rise, that is becoming less and less valuable to us
Yeah.
every month. So that's so.
I wonder.
So
I wonder if
we
we
need to put
upped
them
our
prices up.
if we upped our Patreon to like a tenner, how many people would stay? No, no.
I think we shouldn't touch it because I think a lot of those people forgot they signed up anyway. So I
Yeah,
think the last thing we want to do is give them an email, a notification
yeah.
that says your Patreon subscription go up. What Patreon? Oh
Mm.
fuck that podcast! Jesus, I did
Still,
that when I was drunk.
yeah.
Well, fair play to them for still doing it. Christ, I'm
Yeah,
not
our,
going to listen to any episodes.
our pricing model is perfect for hiding on bank statements.
Yeah, yeah,
That's our
yeah, yeah,
pricing model.
yeah. It's the word I would use to describe our Patreon subscription is evasive.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. Hard, even if you have to hire an accountant to pick it out,
yeah, yeah,
because as well, I've toggled it so that it comes up as gas.
yeah.
Just
Food and wine corner shop. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how it comes up. Tesco Metro, and then
Mm.
just gives a nondescript location, just
Yeah,
coordinates. Doesn't say the actual place. So
yeah.
yeah, so it's smarter than the average cookie. But we people watching this on the YouTube. If you are, hello,
Hello.
they might have seen already. Tom, you have yourself a big old bottle of
Protein
cum.
shake. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks
That's what.
it looks it looks like swirly sperm,
Yeah.
but it is in fact the enzymes of protein that you're taking
No,
in.
you're actually correct. It's a swelly sperm. It's a whole thing. I got the recipe from like this YouTube guy. He was like,
Yeah.
"Look, if you want to get jacked and you want to lose weight, semen it is. You know,
Bull semen.
all
You've bought
semen."
bull semen from Austin, Texas,
Yeah, I
has
bought a
come in
sack
as
of
a
it.
shipment.
Came in a
Yeah.
sack.
Looks really like flour, weirdly, but apparently that's
Yeah, it's
apparently that's
dried,
what
and
it
then
is.
you mix it with water, and then you're good to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So, and this is because, Tom, as you know,
Yeah.
and potentially our listeners might know, the Patreon backers might know, if not, me and Tom are doing one, dry January,
Oof.
and two, it's like the restrictions for real.
Yeah.
This is how buff can we get in 31 days?
Oof. It's big. How have your workouts been going?
Yeah, I do. I'm doing a lot of walks to Pizza Express and back.
Good.
I'm trying to build up press ups. So I started on one, and that was
Okay.
1st of January.
Nice.
And now I'm on three.
Sick. So that's not bad. That's not bad.
And that's sort of over the space of the day. So that's not three in one go.
Yeah.
That's one, and
In the
then I'll
morning.
wait till after lunch maybe and do another one, and
I
then
see. I see your
sort of a
logic. I
half,
see your
and then I
logic.
round it up to three. Yeah, exactly. So I'll tell you how mine's going. I am dieting at the moment,
That's good.
and that diet is obviously I had to finish off the advent calendar
Yeah.
before because I hadn't done that yet.
Couple of
So
tubes of Smarties, and then
yeah, exactly. Smash those back obviously
yeah.
first. But no, so the diet is essentially meat and veg,
Good.
and then I bought some brown rice.
Oh, the brown rice.
Yeah. If I'm feeling like I'm low on energy, I can treat myself to some brown rice.
Oh wait, so you're doing no carbs?
I'm sort of at the moment doing no carbs as long as I sort of feel okay. And then and I've got some rice cakes for that as well. If I want a quick rice cake.
Right.
Um,
Oh god, no carbs. That's crazy.
so, but I've definitely given up pasta for this month. Pasta's out the window
Done.
and bread out the window. None of that shit. So, what I was saying to my housemate, he was asking how's it going, and look, I'm reporting from day 6. So look, I didn't diet January 1st because I was super hungover. I was
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
start eating kale and dry chicken now when I'm already questioning every decision I made the night before. so so this is only second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So this is only 4.5 days in, really, as we're recording this. Shouting to my husband, how's it going? I said, emotionally, I'm sad.
Okay.
But physically, I already feel healthier. Like
Yeah.
how it's insane how quickly it sort of makes you feel like you've got more energy, and you don't have these like crashes and
Yeah.
stuff. You just are ready for stuff. Like I feel better in the gym and that. But emotionally, it's the dark times.
Yeah. It's
You just
January.
want a
It's
big
peak.
old pizza or a
Yeah.
big old donut or something like that. Just to fucking get in your mouth and enjoy yourself. How's your diet
So
going?
diet for me has been fine. I am still eating
Yeah.
carbs, but I've been trying to I just ate eggs this morning, like just scrambled eggs and an
Yeah, eggs and
avocado.
spinach, mate. I've had that
Yeah.
meal like 4 times already.
Yeah, yeah. And then like dinners, I'm just trying to be healthy, I'm replacing the bad carbs with the good carbs,
Oh, yeah.
You
So,
know?
like, instead of sweet potato fries, just fries.
Yeah. Uh, you know, pasta instead of
They
noodles,
say
whatever.
actually, yeah, the making of curly fries
Mm.
actually takes out a lot of the complex carbohydrates
Mhm.
in it. So,
I read that. I
that's
read that.
fair enough. Yeah, yeah. And then obviously you've got to have a bread and olive oil and some
Yeah, a
butter, and
little
some
yeah.
Lurpak sort of salted butter to go on
Lurpak
that as
light though.
well.
I'm not a monster, I'm not.
Thank you. That's good. But you also live with your partner and therefore have mixed meals.
Yeah, so that's
Whereas
that's
this is
also that's proving an issue.
yet again another bonus of being single. I mean, every week I'm coming on, you're coming on. Oh, I can't get any sleep because she keeps cuddling me. I'm like, mate, I had 8 hours solid, no issues, no issues there. And you're saying, I find it really hard to have really plain, healthy, boring meals because my partner of multiple years wants us to have lovely romantic meals that she cooks. And I'm like, you're such a fucking loser, mate. You think the lads in Pure Gym are going to be impressed with you
Yeah.
when you give them that sob
Mate,
story?
steam some
Absolutely not.
chicken and some broccoli and shut up. That's what you need to be doing.
Yeah, and shut the fuck up. I threw my housemate bought a full bottle of olive oil for the
Mm,
house, extra virgin. I threw it out the window. I just
yeah.
threw it out the window. I haven't seen it
Don't
yet
need it, mate.
since I've
Don't
done
need
it.
it.
Yeah, don't need that shit. But yeah, and
I did the classic thing though with working out, in which I went too hard on the first 2 days, and now my
mm,
body is completely wrecked. And then I watched a load of YouTube things about like getting back into shape, and they're like, "That's the worst thing you could do."
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's where you probably done more better than me. Is like my diet's been good, but so I've worked out. I played football and then I worked out a couple of times, went to the gym but I've been very like, just do the weights, you can do and build it
Yeah.
up for next week rather than coming too hot.
Smash it hard. Yeah, I thought about signing up to there's so many apps you can sign up to. You want to know the level of people? My girlfriend was like, someone in her office, it was from, yeah, was like this girl in her office was like, yeah, you got to sign up to Holly Hogan's fitness app. And I was like, who the hell is
Holly
that? And they were like,
Hogan, Hulk
some
Hogan's
girl off
daughter.
Geordie Shore. And I was like,
Oh,
you think I'm going to sign up to that app? Anyway, I YouTubed it to see what it was. It's mainly dance routines. That's,
fair. That's good. We could do that one time. That could be a challenge. We could do that in the studio. One of Holly
yeah.
Hogan's, but then you probably have to pay like 24.99 just to get that one jig.
Yeah, 25 quid a month. I then looked
Jesus.
at like Chris Hemsworth has a pretty well reviewed app as well, so I thought about signing up to that. But that's 30 quid a month.
It's crazy. I got targeted so much by that on YouTube for a time when
Yeah,
they were really pushing that. And clearly I was being a fat shit. Is when you get the gym adverts is when you're being
yeah.
an absolute fat
They
bastard.
target you when you start looking at like abs workouts, and they give you a 20-minute one. You're like, okay, a 15-minute one, and then you're
Yeah.
like, 4 minutes. That's my.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
Brilliant. Some
Yeah,
guy who already has an 8-pack is like,
yeah,
"You can do this easy workout." I'm like, "Yeah, you can." And then
yeah.
also do the rest of the shit you do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get that.
I'll look like you if I just do this 4 minutes of working out a day. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the thing that is going around the internet at the moment with regards to workouts, Tom, I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen it, is this discourse, philosophy, if you will,
Right.
about blokes in the gym now.
Uh-huh.
And we're blokes in the gym,
Yeah.
famously.
Whatever.
And people saying, boys, why are you going gym all the time? The best looking blokes in the world are, or the most
Oh
sought
yeah.
after are like Timothy Chalamet, Pete Davidson, Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Like, you got to re-strategize, lads.
Yeah,
It's-
lads, what we need to do is we need to get some shit tattoos and
yeah,
to be
bone
fair, Jack
structure, floppy
Harlow's
hair,
a little rounder, but Chalamet and the other one
thin. Pete
s-
Davidson.
deathly skinny, you
Yeah.
know?
And same with Megan Fox's with Machine Gun Kelly
Yeah, and
and all
Travis
that.
Barker as well. Deathly skinny. That's what just the no eating diet for what drugs. Basically drugs. If you
Yeah,
do
drugs. Yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
that's it, you know?
I haven't seen that on any of the fitness plans yet.
It's weird.
the,
No one's saying like cocaine.
the
That'll get you
cocaine
skinny.
and ket diet.
Yeah. Oof. You'll
You got
strip
to do
the
3
pounds.
lines of coke and then 1 of ket
Yeah.
to level it off.
You
That
wanna
could be
move,
our
you wanna
one.
work out, MDMA. That'll get you moving,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
That'll get you
exactly.
partying.
Yeah. Feel low on energy.
Yeah,
Take ecstasy.
yeah. 3 hours
Yeah,
of
yeah,
raving, done.
yeah. Side effects may include questioning your existence.
Yeah, whatever. Everyone crashes after the gym,
Yeah,
it's normal.
and thinking everyone hates you. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's just normal. Take a bath, take a shower.
get over it.
But that could be the AIDIF fitness plan, AIDIF diet and fitness plan
Yeah.
of Class A drugs.
Class A to keep the party going, you know? Well, yeah, you know, could happen. They were doing, and I actually, weirdly on New Year's, I met the girl who started, the morning raves? There was that thing where you could,
Oh
like, go to
yeah,
a
yeah.
rave.
For one point, from like
Yeah,
6 till 9 a.m. or something
yeah.
like that, that
Anyway,
you'd
I met the
go.
person who ran that company, and,
Was it at 6:30 in the morning? She was setting up her
yeah,
rave,
yeah,
and
she
you
was
were
like,
coming back
"Gotta
from
go,
a night out.
gotta go." But, like, yeah, it was weird, and she said, like 99% of people weren't on drugs. They're just going to, like,
No,
have a
I
sort
heard
of
this as well.
workout and a shakeout, you know?
Yeah, because it's people who have that sort of ambitious lifestyle where they want to go to work and work hard, and they might feel a bit lethargic and tired, but might not like the gym because they're the people who'd be in the gym. So it's just a bit different,
Yeah.
isn't it? To
So
just
they'd rather just do rave hands for 2 hours in the morning.
yeah, yeah. Imagine going to work and seeing the person you hated at the rave. Yeah. Just you're there like, God, this is what I need to help me deal with
Yeah,
Jenny all day.
yeah.
And then Jenny's there like, oh my God, morning. And you're like,
Oh!
fuck.
Fuck off, Jenny.
Fuck off, Jenny.
Oh, that's funny.
So anyway, to give you the rules here, listener, what me and Tom are doing. So we've taken pictures of ourselves. We'll say from sort of 2nd of Jan. 2nd of Jan.
Are they up
1st,
on
2nd of
the
Jan.
was
They're
it?
not up, but I will be putting them up today.
Yeah,
This is the
today
official
before.
announcement. The
Yeah.
Patreon listeners will know about this, but this
Mhm.
is the official announcement. 2nd of Jan. 2nd of Jan. And now we are going to take pictures of ourselves on the 1st of Feb. 1st of
Yeah,
Feb.
yeah,
So then we can start eating shit again and drinking. But post dry January, post diet, that is what we're going to be doing.
cool.
So you can check those out on the AIDIF Pod on social medias if you're not following already. They'll be going out on the Instagram, and we'll keep you up to date. With regards to the dry jam bit of it, how are you finding that so far?
Fine. Like I haven't really been like, oh, there was one moment I think yesterday, or was it was after a gig, and I thought, oh,
Should I get some
would love
tequilas in?
love a little pint. That'd be nice. But
Mm,
other than that, I haven't really craved it. I don't think. I think it'd be more like the weekend where the
mm.
the sort of what would be a laugh now? Couple of tequila slammers. That would be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On your own, playing
Yeah,
Fortnite.
exactly.
Playing Age of Empires 2,
Yeah.
actually. Just smashing out double
A
rum and
few
coke.
cans of Kestrel. While I,
Yeah,
while I game, that would be the dream. Yeah.
exactly. So I agree with you. I think the first week of Jan, a lot of drinkers will say is the easiest one to not drink for.
Mm.
I mean, no one's really going out. It's not that hard. I mean, you've probably gone hard in December, New Year's, all that stuff. So whatever. But this is where a lot of people, I think what's going to be interesting, I'm looking forward to this, is seeing as the next 4 episodes go on, seeing that thirst become a reality.
Yeah.
Because the second half of Jan is shit. That's what I've only done dry Jan once in my life. And that's what I remember. I remember the first 2 weeks being like, oh God, similar with the diet. It's like, oh, I feel healthier, don't need it. I'm getting nice sleep, no
Mm.
hangovers, no one's really going out anyway. And then the second half of Jan, where you just need to cut loose, you need to let off some steam. Everyone's drinking again. Everyone's like, yeah, I wasn't really doing dry Jan properly. What are you talking about? Dry Jan's more like a theory.
Yeah.
It's what you say in January when the one night you're not drinking, you just say, I'm doing dry Jan. It's not actually 31 days of sobriety.
No way.
So
You got to. It's
I
you'll. So the other time I did it was just before January, just before the pandemic, and it was just before I sort of met my partner, and I was single and I was dating while doing dry Jan, which is something
yeah,
you're gonna have to contend with,
yeah.
which is going on
Predator.
sober
Being a
dates.
being a
It
predator.
is very weird. It's a very weird. It's a very because you have to try and convince other people to go on sober dates as well, because you don't want to be sat there not drinking and they're drinking. It's
Mm,
just weird. So
mm.
you got to get inventive with your dates.
Yeah. Oh well, I've got a date on Saturday, so
Okay.
we'll let you know how that is.
Yeah. Where are you
But
going? What are you doing? Rock climbing, I assume, or
whiskey tasting. So
okay.
well, we're going for dinner. So yeah, that'll be fine, won't
Yeah,
it?
good way to save money. I
Yeah,
found.
that's what I'm thinking as well.
Mm.
This is what I'm thinking. Not getting a bottle of wine. What I say is, and we'll get a bottle of wine for the table,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like,
I
"You're
don't.
all right with drinking. You're all right with
Yeah.
drinking that, aren't
Yeah.
you?"
They serve wine at Nando's. I don't even.
Yeah, yeah, they do now.
Okay.
They've got a BYOB at Nando's.
Okay.
That
Okay.
would be absolutely lit if that was true. That would be so sick. Nando's is actually excellent for the diet, by the way. By the way, half
Yeah.
chicken, the fucking grains, long stem broccoli. Jesus,
Yeah.
oh, I'm boring
Boom.
myself.
Yeah, it's
This
amazing
is
how
my
much
chat on
chicken.
the date. This
Yeah.
will be my chat on the date. Yeah, mate. Like honestly, like if you just like stick to salmon, you
Yeah.
feel like your skin become. And she's just like booking a room.
You're eating garlic bread. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh right. So you just want to like be out of shape always? Then is that your thing? Is that like
Okay.
your?
Whatever,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah. They call it love handles. I call them hate handles. Yeah, that's it. You don't want to become one of those bros. I mean, because Phil Wang has this bit on it, which I saw him do,
Mm.
which was just talking about body shapes and body dysmorphia. And he was like, there shouldn't really be any body dysmorphia. I mean, or body shapes or whatever. You should just get over it because basically your body is exactly the meeting of the curve between the line that goes what you want to look like versus how much effort you're willing to put in.
Yeah.
There's no sort of like, oh God, I want to do this or that. He's like, I'm out of shape and I'm clearly fine with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I do like, yeah, all the dry Jan tweets is just like, just before I get into shape, does anyone like me fat? Like, you know?
but the dad bod has come through the last decade, and now, as you say, we've gone to size zero male
Yeah.
sex figures.
You know, we
So
need to, this is it. We finally
it's
got something to
opposite.
campaign for. Gonna
Yeah,
start men's rights, men's fat shaming. You know, it's not
men's
good. It's
right to fat shame
yeah.
themselves. Men's right to look hench. Men's
Yeah.
buffness group. So, and also you can be short now as well. Tom Holland dates Zendaya, and she's like a good 3 inches taller than him,
I
and
don't.
that's.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think that's more like, yeah. Good luck. I'll just say.
I
I'll
was
just
talking
say.
to
I'll
mate.
say nothing. I'll just say good luck. That's all.
Good luck,
That's
yeah,
good luck.
and happily ever after for them, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I'm
So,
sure.
yeah,
And also, it does help to be a millionaire who's Spider-Man. I would also say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, which I am. Oh shit, I let that go. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
Wasn't supposed to let that secret go. Because I was chatting to my friend's brother and he's 14 and his girlfriend is taller than him. Maybe that's the future.
Yeah. Maybe. But
I mean,
also
if you ask
not.
any woman our age, they
Yeah.
would say
Yeah.
no.
All I'll say is Hinge had to make it so you had to pay for women to be able to set height restriction limits because every single profile did that.
Yeah, and all of the heights start from 6'1".
Yeah.
There's no 5 foot girl going. Any guy from like 5'3" up is fine. It's like 5 foot girl being like, he's obviously got to be at least a foot taller than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well. Look, guys, listeners, failures, we will keep you updated with how that is going. The
Yeah.
miserable lives. If you think the lives of Ali Woods and Tom Elwes couldn't get any sadder,
Be
they now got to
plainer.
live without
Yeah.
chocolate and pints.
Yeah. We had very little spice going on before, but now it's
I
really,
know.
really,
Just clean. That's how I have it at Nando's anyway. I say, could you take the skin off it and
yeah.
just give me the fillet?
Bit of just get one
No
lemon, not lemon
spice.
and herb, not lemon and herb, just one
No,
lemon,
yeah, just
little
one lemon
like
and
that.
sort of 2 drops,
Yeah.
like you would into your eye. That's why
Perfect.
that's why I want on my chicken.
Uh, but yes, that we'll keep you informed and updated on how our progress is, and hopefully our after photos will be better than the
Mm.
before.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, sorry, just to address as well, we haven't addressed it.
mm,
Patreon backers might be thinking, is this Patreon episode? But we're not in the studio yet. We are not in the studio. That is why we
oh
might
yeah,
sound a bit different. So we're not in the studio. This will be going up on YouTube, but we are recording via the old lockdown method.
yes, I would lock you down. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to the news. The news. What has been going on while we've been off air, and this week, quite a few things. I think we need to address the COVID situation in Britain at the minute, which is interesting. Cases are I mean, Ali, you said just before we went off air, before Christmas, you were like, I reckon we might do over 100K cases
I
at
didn't
some
even
point.
say that. I didn't even say that. You know what it was? I
What?
said 85K.
85K. Have we broken? I think we've broken 200K now, no? Or close to it or something. Yeah.
I didn't think you had it in you guys.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations
But
to the United Kingdom.
yeah, hospitals are. I mean, we there's a hospital in Lincolnshire that has said it's in crisis, and I think also was it Nottingham as well or Norfolk? I can't remember Nottingham or Norfolk have also said that they are now in crisis due to overload of patients with COVID. But you know, government are on top of it. He's determined to ride the wave, and we'll see
Hmm.
where we end up.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. So basically, the plan is for everyone to get COVID and get on with it.
Yeah,
I think that's the official plan. I think they've stopped Chris Whitty coming out because I think he's tearing his hair out and just coming out increasingly haggard,
yeah,
just
and he
like
hasn't got much hair left, so
a
he's just like,
manager
oh,
who's about to be sacked. That's how he looks, just sort of coming up and having to do the press conference and going, obviously, well, look to improve things, just knowing that they're going to get chopped at some point. We're not where we want to be right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we
Chris
can.
Ritty and Ralph Ragnick have quite a lot in common at the
How
moment.
dare you? How very dare you? Hey, we both lost on the weekend, so
Exactly.
let's not have any of this nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, do you think there's going to be just another variant? Is that what's happening, or do you
Oh,
think
already in
because the
France. Apparently, there's a Cameroon variant in France that came out like 3 days ago.
tropical?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
Cameroonian,
France
the
is
Alex Song variant.
yeah. It's quite interesting with the they're like what will happen kind of it's whether it takes off or not. It's sort of like an app launch, you know? They're like kind of
Mm.
they're just will it take
Beta
off? Will people
testing.
take it on, you
Yeah.
know?
You need to get an influencer getting COVID first.
Yeah.
That's where the original COVID, the hipster COVID, did well getting. The big change was when they got Tom Hanks to
Yes.
promote COVID. That
Oh,
was everyone was like, "Have you heard of fucking COVID?"
yeah.
Because Jesus Christ, Forrest Gump's got it.
Yeah.
Did you know?
That was true. That was huge for OG
That was big
COVID.
news. Because
Yeah.
did you see then Kevin Hart's bit on that where he's like he got it the same week as Tom Hanks and didn't come out because he was like
He just you don't care.
no one would be bothered. There's few people in the world where Kevin Hart would not be the bigger story,
Yeah.
but everyone likes Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
You
It's like
know,
Hanks, Adele, maybe Ed Sheeran, that's it.
well, I'm not sure everyone likes Ed Sheeran and Adele, but there's a lot of people who would love them.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people like Adele. I would say she's up there with Tom Hanks sort of love, levels.
Maybe I remember I didn't tell you for New Year's. I came back to
You
the
met
flat.
Adele? What?
I got off with Adele on New Year's, and
Baller.
she's since written. She said I wasn't worth a song, but she's written a jingle.
Okay.
He cried the whole night long.
Um,
That's Ali Woods. That's basically how it goes. So no, but I came back to my flat, and me and my housemates were going out for New Year's, legends.
yeah.
With after I'd done a gig, and me and my housemates were going out, and I came back to the flat, and this is sort of maybe 3-4 p.m. So it's early, but you're starting to think maybe we should start getting some vibes going for the night,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you got to be about it by midnight. I
Yeah.
came back to the flat, and the bathroom's just as soon as you walk in, it's on the left, and there was just Adele absolutely blaring out full
Oh.
volume from the bathroom from my housemate, and I was like, I'm
Oh,
not sure
no.
how much fun she's going to be tonight.
So, yeah, you've broken up with your boyfriend, but we've got to go out. So,
You did agree we would go out last week, and I know he broke up with you yesterday, but you've got to, and I don't want you out crying. You've got to be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I don't care if you slept with your sister. Okay, this is it. We got to
Go
go.
for it. They're gonna be there. That's
Yeah.
all good.
You'll
Just
see them
calm
at Christmas.
down.
It's fine. Come on.
You're only with them for 6 years. God's
Oh.
sake, it's not like it was real. Christ, like a fling.
But
But
anyway,
yeah, I mean, we
no, I was gonna say you went out though, so it was all good. Yeah.
went out, whatever, mate. Legend, as per
Legend.
usual. Yeah, went out. A couple of people came up to me and was like, "You on TikTok?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they go, "Yeah, you're not funny, mate." I was like, "Cheers."
Thanks. Cheers. Appreciate that.
But yeah, thank you to the Lexington and Angel for hosting us
Nice.
for a sort of rock. Because I'd done a gig, I hadn't drunk, so I had my first drink about 10 o'clock, so I was way
Legend.
behind everyone. So I was there being like, "Anyone want some drinks?" And everyone was like, "All right, mate." Like, no, I was so far. But then at the end of the night, everyone else had like started getting their act together, and then I was like,
Blackout.
dude, I was in my hands being like, "What year is it?"
Yeah. Well, you being able to go out is just another example of how the government have let us all carry on partying. The party's not going to stop, ladies and gentlemen. Get your
honestly
tickets to the gigs.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah, I honestly don't know what the plan is here. I think it literally is just like, let's just keep getting it and hope people don't start dying. Because that's the thing, a lot of people aren't dying from it's very
Yeah.
mild, but there's just bare cases all the time.
So many cases, and to a point where it's actually sort of like they're saying it could be locked down by default. Well, it kind of feels like that, certainly if you're trying to get anything delivered to a house, because it is an absolute field day for people being like, yeah, mate, COVID, sorry, couldn't deliver it today. I know we said we would. I know we said we would. I know we made you wait all day, but yeah, COVID. So
Yeah. Why don't you do the podcast, COVID, mate? That was what I was. Yeah.
COVID, mate.
I couldn't
But
travel to my laptop, so that was it. Yeah.
yeah, but like everything is slowly. It does feel like
Yeah.
firms and stuff are feeling like they may have to close because of how much COVID there is. I should also say in Israel they've had their first case of flurona, so someone who's been infected with both COVID and flu.
What a dream.
Yeah,
Imagine being if you're the first case of flurona, you are not longed for this world.
yeah,
If you're the first, you are you. We should have got rid of you a long time ago. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're some physicist or some doctor or whatever. You're done, mate. Your body can't handle it. Upload yourself to a computer and see you later.
yeah.
Flurona? You're kidding me?
Double whammy. That's what's headed our way. The flurona.
When we're doing this, uh, when we're doing this podcast in 2023, and we're talking about the first patient of cancerona, then I'll be like, mate, let's just fucking. We're not doing dry Jan this month.
Oh, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
It's
so
not worth
apparently you
it.
can just catch cancer if you go to like Tiger now. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh,
Doing
transport's over.
lateral flow test for diabetes, and it's all just gone into one. It's everything's just, and you get any illness ever just from fucking going to a gig. Yeah, I know,
Just catch
guys,
it.
you might get AIDS from coming to my gig, but you've got to,
Yeah, it's
you've got to
airborne now.
come
It's
because I
airborne.
need ticket sales, guys. I need them.
Gotta
I don't
come.
know.
But yeah,
All we have is blind faith. We have blind faith.
yeah, blind faith and vaccines and lots of vaccines. And if you want to get a vaccine, that's great, and you should get a vaccine. We're a pro-vaccine podcast. Give them all to us, as we said. 10 vaccines, 20 vaccines, whatever it takes. We're there for it. Who's not? I'll tell you who's not there for it, which brings us on to our next story. Novak Djokovic Novak Djokovic, yeah, is being deported from Australia for refusing to get vaccinated. So he flew over, I assume, for the Australian Open tennis. I assume that was why he was
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
and plus QAnon rally.
chewing on right. Oh, good, good. Yeah.
That's sorry. The rally's not tennis related. That sounds like QAnon sort of training, but no. But yeah, he's been deported.
Was told multiple times that he would need a vaccine, but just thought, I'll be all right. Be all right.
I'm Novak Djokovic. I'm like the best. I'm arguably the best tennis player ever. So
Yeah.
what I think there's some good tweets off this. So, someone tweeted, what I would have done if I was Novak Djokovic was to have got my health recognized effective vaccines and just continued getting paid millions of pounds for playing tennis.
Yeah.
would have been good. But I like this though. I think it's a good statement. I mean, we're obviously pro-vax on this podcast because you get shut down if you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that. And
Can't
we're
say
on
what you
thin
want.
ice doing a podcast as straight white men anyway. So,
Exactly.
which is also illegal.
YouTube can cancel us at any point. They see us. They see the numbers we're doing. They're like, these guys spreading
We
hate.
got to stop this.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, the safest thing we're doing is not getting views.
Exactly.
That's how we're staying on the airwaves.
Fly under the radar, guys. Spread
Yeah.
our hate. It's
Exactly.
all good.
Exactly. Niche hate.
Yeah.
So,
Micro influencers of hate. That's
yeah, that's a band we're starting. So we are pro-vaxxing, and I think that is good that they're making an example of him. I think that's great.
Yeah. It was sort of gonna go that way, but I think it will possibly radicalize the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, that's my other thing. Yeah.
He'll be used as a sort of champion of anti-vax. And
We need him to lose. I think it does need to be Rocky style. He needs to lose the Australian
Tennis.
Open to vaccinate. He needs to lose tennis to vaccinated people.
Yeah,
it needs to happen. A winner takes all. This is how you decide. But I think because he's quite good, you can't just have him play Nadal or whoever's good at tennis nowadays. There needs to be some sort of, he needs to beat like 3 in a row. He needs to beat 3 vaccinated people in a row.
Yeah.
And then that will show that the vaccine doesn't affect your performance.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or best out of 3. I'll do that. Best out of 3. So him versus 3 of the best tennis players who've been vaccinated, and best out of 3. And it all happens in one day. So Djokovic just got to play through it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm down with it. And if he beats them all, then we have to admit that vaccines are terrible. That's
so when he wins,
never get them again.
2 straight games.
That's it. We never get vaxxed again, and that's it.
Then we have to stop getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. But we won't have problems with vaccines in, I tell you where, the metaverse, Tom.
Okay.
So Walmart has
Next story,
continuing on the
guys.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah, next story.
Walmart.
Walmart has continued with the news that they have released a video on how you shop in the metaverse. Now, I don't know if you've seen this video, Tom, but I've seen it. But it basically shows you you have a shopping cart in front of you, and
Yeah.
the aisles change. So the aisles come up and down, and it's all digital. And you're controlling it, I assume, with VR controllers, but your hands are there. So you go and pick out. So it'll be like you pick out a bottle of wine, and then it'll show you what's in the wine. It'll be like, you've already been age verified, so you can put this in your cart. And you put it in the cart. You go to pick up some milk, and then this lady appears, and she's like, I've connected with your fridge, and you already have a gallon of milk at home. Do you want to put this milk back? And it's all very dystopian.
So you have to do a virtual supermarket shop, right? And then that stuff, I assume, gets delivered to your door, right? That's the
Mm,
point.
mm.
Now, I'm all for the metaverse. Like with all technology, it's like, does it? The whole point of it is it has to make things easier. That doesn't seem like it's easier going to a virtual shop than just scrolling through a quick list of groceries. You know?
No, Tom, you're missing it, mate. Did
Okay.
I not tell you about the bit where the woman tells you to put the milk back?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, phew. Okay, yeah, that
Also,
was.
you can pick up the wine, not in real life, like the website. But Tom, stop poking holes in the metaverse, Tom. It's
Okay,
coming.
sorry. It's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming. I mean, the metaverse is quite interesting in that, like, Facebook have realized that they're in decline. So, like, they know
Mm.
that they are in decline. They know that the usership of their applications is now falling. It went to the top, and he can't buy anyone. There's no one left for him to buy. So, like, no one would sell to him. Like, and he
TikTok?
doesn't have enough money to buy TikTok. Otherwise, I'm almost
Yeah,
certain he would have bought TikTok, but he doesn't have enough money.
100%.
It was like it would. I think it
Well, I
would
suppose they're
bankrupt him.
taking them on with Instagram Reels as well, aren't they? So it's
Well,
like that too.
they're trying to. It's dropping, right? You can't stay at the top all the time. He's been very clever. The Zuck, all hail the Zuck.
Mm.
He is, he's been very clever in buying what people thought were mad when he spent 22 billion on WhatsApp. People were like, you're insane, like,
Yeah.
and £1 billion on Instagram. But he saw what was happening, and he was like,
Yeah.
I'll spend the money, and it will keep me afloat. But there's no one left to buy. There's not. He can't. I don't think he couldn't buy. Well, you wouldn't buy Twitter now because it's a cesspit. people. It's not I don't think that's very valuable at the moment. And I don't think you would. And TikTok, I don't know if he could buy because it's just too big. So
would you, if Mark Zuckerberg, he comes down to Vauxhall
yeah,
and he goes, "Hello, humans.
yeah.
I have liked the sound of your podcast.
Get some
I
water.
would like to," and sort of pours it near his
Mm.
mouth and then puts it down again. And then he goes, "I would like to buy your podcast. Would you sell it to him?"
Yes, but it depends on the price.
£15.
Deal. Definitely deal.
Yes. Oh, I thought it was going to be half that. Yes.
Woo!
Deal. 100%.
Yeah, massive.
And then we
more
have
money
to be
we've
like,
made
in the
Yeah.
metaverse. We have to be in the metaverse. We have to
Yeah,
say goodbye.
well, so I think their push towards the metaverse is kind of weird because, like, the metaverse is going to happen, but it's like it's a bit like the internet, the metaverse. It's like no one really owns it, but he's trying to, like, own it. He's trying to make it overlord of own the whole internet basically, and it's like that's not gonna happen.
We need Kim Kardashian's ass to come and break it again, like she
Yeah.
did the first time.
Yes, exactly. I won't be happy until Kim K or one of her sisters has broken the internet.
Broken the internet as well through a picture. That's how you do it.
Mm.
So, going back to Djokovic,
Yeah.
and moving on to our next story, it has been a good time for people's comeuppances. For one, the Theranos people who you
yes.
will be able to feel person,
Yes.
and two, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is some form of paedophile.
Yeah. She's a dirty pedo.
Have been done.
They've
been done this week.
Good. Yeah. No, I mean both were very guilty, obviously of different crimes. But Ghislaine Maxwell clearly helped sex
Is that how
traffic.
you say it? Ghislaine?
Yeah,
I
Ghislaine.
had no idea. I was just calling her Ghislaine.
I thought you were saying that for comic effect. I didn't realize you actually
I wish, but my time cut that out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, so Ghislaine, lol.
Ghislaine.
Because I thought that's an odd name, but oh well,
Yeah,
Ghislaine.
yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. Um,
Ghislaine. Okay.
Ghislaine. She yeah, she is clearly a paedophile and helped harbor sex traffic. Sorry, young girls for Jeffrey Epstein and all the celebrities that he hung out with,
The
including
crew.
one
Yeah.
of the Prince of England. So it's kind of weird. And then also the Theranos lady, she's been done for fraud, which is her story. Is if you have been following it, if you've not been following it, please listen to the Dropout, which is an amazing podcast that goes through it all. And there's also a HBO documentary called Bad Blood that's also worth watching if you're interested in it. But basically, she started a company and she styled herself after Steve Jobs. She even dressed like Steve Jobs, this Elizabeth Holmes woman. And she started a company that she claimed she could take one prick of blood, one little prick of blood, and be able to tell you all the diseases that you may have or be susceptible to. Okay. She couldn't do that. She was just a big
Hmm.
lie. But she told everyone she could, and she got massive investment. She got like $9 billion worth of investment into the
Jesus, we should
company.
start telling people we can do this.
I know it's crazy, but like it was why the case is so interesting is because it's like the perfect example of Silicon. So in Silicon Valley, people are given billions of dollars on just
Mm,
ideas, and then they
mm.
like but because they're tech companies and they're like trying to invent an app that like turns your lights on. It's not people aren't don't care if it doesn't
Not
work
bothered.
out, or
Yeah.
like or if people don't use it. But because she had made a health company and she was lying, so when this health company actually started and they got it into pharmacies, they started to give people false results and tell people they have HIV when they don't and stuff like that. Like,
Jesus.
it was just she was just completely lying. But her whole mentality was of Steve Jobs. So like Steve Jobs with the iPhone, it basically didn't work until about a week before the iPhone launched. Like it just,
Yeah.
he just let it go right down to the wire. So her whole thing was, and all of Silicon Valley is like fake it so you make it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but when you're dealing with people's lives and their health, it's not so
It's not
simple.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, she got done, and yeah, the company fell apart, and she went on trial, and yeah, I don't know if she'll actually do any prison time because of her child. It'd probably be like house arrest and stuff and fines, but
Well,
yeah, I know it's bullshit, but we will see.
well, I'll tell you what, Tom. We should do it for real.
Do
Can't be
take
that
on
hard.
her company, take on her idea,
It just
and
can't be that hard, can it?
yeah, just do it.
Me, you, we'll get Phoebe involved
Yeah,
for a
just
woman's opinion.
exactly.
The woman's opinion.
Start just pricking her with needles and see how we go.
Yeah, acupuncture. We'll do acupuncture on each other, and eventually we'll find out something.
Exactly.
But well, I'm glad she got caught because that's not good to do that. But it is also quite funny. Right, that is the end of the news, and we move
News.
on to the fabulous, the first of the year, Agony Uncle, where we, not in a weird way, obviously,
Yeah.
but we, not in a Ghislaine Maxwell way, but we 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 ask you, the listeners, for your troubles that you have, stuff you want advice on from us,
Your
and
woes.
your woes, and you keep coming in with woes, and we're sorry to hear about these, but don't worry, we'll fix them
Yeah.
with not with good advice, but more with taking the piss out of it, so it gives you a chuckle,
Yeah.
and then life will feel better anyway.
Exactly.
So, what do you do with this, Tom? My flatmate is driving me mad. All she
Mm.
does is eat zero fat yogurt all day, shoes all over the place.
I think Ali
I
Woods.
think that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's sorry. We haven't started hanging on. I was just talking to you about my life. But
Yeah. Keep screaming at me for playing Adele. It's like,
why is why is zero fat yogurt winding you up? What's wrong with
I don't
Is it
think that's that.
yours?
Wait, so shoes all over the place and zero fat yogurt. That's your problem.
They're
Well,
the two problems.
okay. Well, if that's so like this doesn't sound like that much of a problematic housemate. If I'm perfectly honest, I think this is. I would maybe try speaking to your housemate and be like, can you not leave shoes? I don't think you can say to people you can't eat certain foods. I don't know if that's allowed.
Mm, mm.
I think you can
Yeah,
have.
start spiking her yogurt with fat yogurt.
Yeah. See if she likes it.
Yeah, maybe that'll cheer you up.
Yeah. I feel like this girl is probably just a bit embittered and like maybe she just feels shamed by the zero fat yogurt eating while she eats the full fat yogurt and she feels
Yeah.
like she's sort of being shamed by her flatmate.
I feel that's what it is. You feel like that's a character defect for her and you don't
Yeah.
like that. But you can come hang out with us because zero fat yogurt, bruv. We're about that health kick. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
have yogurt, mate. No yogurt for me. So
You
where's
wouldn't have what? No, Greek yogurt's real good for working out.
Mate, you're gonna be even fatter by the end of this month, son.
No, don't tell me that. I've been eating loads. I've been eating it by the bucket load.
Next thing you're gonna tell me chocolate brownies are good for you. What the
Yeah.
hell? Um, this is a more serious one. 10 years together. He hasn't talked to me now for 7 days over something silly. He talks only when I give him food. He-
Your dog Ryan. What's this?
yeah, yeah. When he barks.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what to do with that one. I think 7 days is a long silent treatment. Clearly, he doesn't think it's silly, or maybe there's something else going on here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. When you
you,
say something silly, like whatever, I cheated on him a few times. Get over it.
yeah. I chopped off his leg.
Mm.
I smashed up his voice box. He hasn't talked to
Yeah.
me since.
I,
Uh,
I
so
I think we need more info on what the silly thing is. Yeah, because you're right. Clearly, he doesn't think this is silly. This is very important. So it's either
yeah,
one or two things. Either the silly thing is actually a massively, very, very huge thing in his life, and he's upset about it. Or the other thing is he may just this relationship just may be over, and he's using this as an excuse to end it basically and not speak to you.
mm,
You know. So
mm,
I would start by prying about the um what the silly thing, and then if you
mm.
realize that the silly thing it really is a silly thing, then I think maybe there's some more deep rooted things in your relationship that you should have a chat about.
Yeah, have a talk. You've been together for 10 years. You've got to know each
Yeah,
other by now. Be honest. Someone said lose some weight. It's been a rough year. I think we've covered that.
yeah,
Eat yogurt, Tom says.
exactly.
Smashing back 3 Muller crunch corners with every
Yeah,
meal.
banana bongo flakes, they're my favorite.
Yeah. I'm in a long distance relationship. There's nothing more dramatic than that with borders closing all the time. I guess this one is Tom, do you think she should probably continue with the long distance relationship or how to manage a long distance
Well,
relationship?
COVID's fine now, do what you want. We're just going to get it, so don't
We're
worry
going
about
for
it.
the old Boris Johnson. Just get over it. Just
Yeah,
go,
don't be boring. Go on.
yeah, go and get COVID. Um, Finding a flat in London. This is a tough one.
Oh
Right
man.
move, Zoopla, spare room, all that stuff.
Oh, spare room. Spare room. Try and be nice when you go for the interview if it's a share house. You know, oh god, it's so difficult, isn't it? Just try not to live with complete assholes, but I guess you don't know people are assholes until you're in there. It's tough. It's really tough.
This is a tough one, and also it's tough because I don't know if they're saying because it's just as finding a flat in London. I don't know whether that means moving in with people or whether that means like they're trying to buy a flat. I would assume it's the moving in, just
Yeah,
because of our sort of demographic. But yeah, just
the non-wealthy. Yeah,
you got to keep believing and be relentless with it. Just keep on it. Just keep looking every day. And I know it's draining and it's tough, and talk to people about it because as well, you never know. Someone might say, if you tell people, well, I'm trying to look for somewhere, they might say, well, my mate's looking for someone and they might be good and all that. So keep telling people, keep at it, stay relentless. Um, right. Again, we're jumping to the very serious. How can I stop living with the man I don't love with nowhere to go? I hope this isn't a response to the one who's not talking to the other person.
yeah. This is all the same person, the right move person, everyone.
Yeah.
I think if you don't love him and you want to break up with him, but you've got nowhere to go, find somewhere to go. You know, and then break up with him. Don't
Mm,
don't stay with someone purely for a roof over your head. That's not a very nice thing to do.
mm,
So, and will only lead to sort of a toxic relationship brewing. So I would
mm.
try and find somewhere to go, whether it's a friends for a few weeks until you find somewhere, or back to your parents, whatever it is. Everyone's working remotely now. Just find somewhere to go
There's got to
quickly.
be somewhere. And worst case, you stay in a hostel for a bit, just
Yeah,
like get some money together, just something. Because yeah, you got to have this conversation and get on with your life. You can't be stuck there. Uh, I think I'm in love with my ex, but she doesn't want to be with me. Zero hope. How do I move on?
she doesn't want to
Tom,
be with you, and you're in love with your ex. You gotta just move on. There's no this is cruel, but you just gotta fucking suck it
this
up.
is A grade advice coming at
Yeah,
you from the AIDIF boys here. How do I move on? Do it.
do it.
What you
Get
got
back
to
on
do
the
is the
horse.
old Ali Woods method. Firstly, if you still got her number or his,
Delete.
or yeah, her number. Sorry, the old Ali Woods method. Find the YouTube video for Boys to Men End of the Road. Send that to her first, the link.
Yeah.
then you've got to block and then also report her. Say it's spam or something, and then delete the number.
Yeah. I would then. What else? I'm trying to think what else you could do to get over someone.
Well,
Go to the gym and get really, really into a niche sport and get really competitive about that.
it's just this thing though. I've got on my wall of quotes: "Rejection provides momentum." Realizing that someone doesn't want you, pushing you away, pushes you towards other things. So go do those other things, whatever you fancy, whatever you like. Go and enjoy your life and do the things that you enjoy and think of all the good things that you can do now because you're free. You get to decide your own life for yourself. Go on dates, doesn't have to lead anywhere, but go and meet other people and you've just got to get on with it. It gets easier with time.
Like the Prince song says, you can eat in fancy restaurants every night now. You can do
Yeah,
you. Don't worry about
exactly.
it.
Someone's also said how to move on from someone you never even dated. So it's just the same thing, basically.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's easier.
Stop stalking them, you weirdo.
Yeah,
That'll be
yeah. I've never had a boyfriend in my life. I'm 31.
okay.
But don't worry about that. There's no set time you need to do any of this stuff. So if you want to do it now, go and do it now. And look, also as well, just be yourself, man. Like, because you want to end up with someone you're with. So don't pretend like you've got a boyfriend or whatever. My friend I was chatting to yesterday, she was saying she wants to get a boyfriend, so she's trying to stop swearing when she's on dates. I was like, who the hell cares about that, mate?
Yeah, I'm not.
So
You got
weird.
some Christian kind of
I know,
boyfriend
innit?
people you're dating. Like weird.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I would say just have confidence. You're a good person. You deserve to be loved. Think about why those other relationships or potential relationships that haven't worked out in the past. What is it? Is it something that? And don't think it's like a final character flaw that you can never change. It might be something psychological that you just push people away because you feel like you don't deserve it or anything like that. That's a common one. So have
There's
a think about that.
there's someone out there for everyone as well. Just hold on to
Exactly.
that. But you do have to be you do have to persevere with this. If you treat dating like anything, if you give it 100%, you're likely to get 100% results and meet the person that you want. If you give it 10% of your time and effort, you're going to get 10% of the people you'll meet
Mm,
10% of the people that you want to date. So that's
mm.
it.
Some people are meet the love of their life at 15 years old. Some
Yeah.
people meet the love of their life at 55 years old. Some people, and especially at our age, you get in relationships, you get married, and they think that you're all going well, but 50% of marriages end in divorce. So, like, don't feel like everyone around you in relationships is they're happily ever after
Yeah.
because in 20 years' time, bro, it's all going to change again. So, don't worry
Exactly.
about it. Take your time. What do you do when you're falling out of love with your boyfriend and in love with your best friend, asking for a friend? I think we've sort of maybe covered this a bit already about the falling out of love. You've got to have the conversation.
I mean, this feels like quite a sneaky kind of weird, like your best friend, you're falling in love with him. So this guy's just hanging around, like playing some long
Mm,
weird game with you. I don't know. That seems like a fishy situation to me, to be honest. I would just maybe be honest with your boyfriend about the situation and either break up with him if you don't fancy it.
yeah.
Don't keep hanging out with your best friend while staying with your boyfriend because that's unpleasant and not a nice thing to do.
N- Nah, nah. And if you have feelings for them, that's not your best friend. That's a romantic interest. So you've
Yeah.
got to start categorizing them differently and be more careful rather than just
Yeah.
hanging. Um, Brexit can't move to the UK again. Go somewhere better. There's loads of
Yeah.
better places than Plague Island, I
I
would
can give you
say.
a lot of places that'll be more of a laugh than
Yeah.
than fucking. I assume you're European, so go
This
to
is
Barcelona.
the username, if you don't mind me
Mm,
revealing. It's not a name, but this username, Pasta Pizzas Cones. So I assume that is probably someone from
Italian.
Germany. Sorry,
Yeah.
what? No, we've got two more. I work for free as a trainee lawyer, only in Italy, something like this. So don't do that, I guess. Or at least there's a saying as well, work for free until you have to, and then never work for free again. If you feel like you've reached your capacity with this free opportunity or whatever, then just quit. Go and do something you're getting paid
Wait,
for. I
you
mean,
worked as a trainee lawyer for three
no,
years.
no, no. I work for free as a trainee lawyer.
For
So
three
I was
years.
no, there's no 3
Oh.
years. I
Oh.
don't know how it
Okay.
is. But
Oh.
as in, As in, like, there must
Yeah.
be. I think they're just saying, "What should I do? Should I change it up or leave or
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh my
stay,
god. If you've got enough out of it, and you got the experience, get out of there.
get out?" And then finally, of this bumper agony uncle, but not in a weird way. Dad keeps talking about dying, and, and he's healthy at 70. It makes
Yeah.
dinner conversations awkward.
Yeah, I mean, dads love to do that. The older, I think about 70, they'll constantly start. They'll just it's their way of dealing with it. That's what you just
Mm.
gotta. That's what you gotta take on board. It makes them happy talking about it and like talking about dying, and it kind of helps them rationalize it. So try not to get too upset by it. You can maybe have a
Yeah,
conversation and be like, "Dad, can you maybe not do that around me because it's upsetting me." Save
yeah.
that for your friends, but
Yeah, and use that as a way to say, like, because I obviously care about you so much and I don't want you to go. So, yeah,
yeah.
but as Tom said, I agree. That's his way of dealing with death, which is the scariest thing, really.
Mm,
So, do have to partly let him do his process, but you could just say to him, yeah, like, it's
yeah.
upsetting me. And then
There
if
is
he,
an age. There is an age. I think it is about sort of late 60s, 70s, where you just start being like, "Well, won't be long for me." So,
yeah. Do you want to get a new passport? Nah.
nah. What's the point? Yeah,
But good luck to him. For me, he might live another 30 long years, mate. Don't worry about that. So that was Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way. Thank you very much to everyone who sent in your Agony Uncles. We hope that is some helpful. And even if you didn't send yours in, maybe there was something there that would have rung true in your own life.
yes. Right, we are now going to move on to fail mail, and this week we asked for your New Year's resolutions, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I got a fair few come in here.
Well, we'll start with the AIDIF Pod
Yes,
Instagram respondees, the ones who have responded to the official AIDIF Instagram. So we've got go back to ballet and finish my masters, which is so wholesome and
wow.
lovely.
Okay,
Uh, Also sounds like it could be the plot of some sort of Russian film.
yeah,
Fail less with money. It's true. We could
yeah,
all do a bit of that.
yeah.
Actually excel at life admin. Okay,
Okay,
fair.
that sound like the most boring person alive.
I like that as well. Actually excel. It feels like,
Yeah,
yes, last year my life admin was good, but
yeah,
not outstanding, which is
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah. It's almost
Uh,
a gag, isn't it? Excel.
yeah, no, but they've written it as Excel as well. So,
Oh, okay. Wow.
um, uh, stop thinking everything is always my fault. It's a good one.
Okay,
And
yeah.
not everything is your fault. That's come from Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
That's and two more, to worry less about what others think of me. Again, a good one. Good
Yeah.
anxiety. People, you get hung up on that. And thank you very much to Anna Briggs, who has sent in this, which I'm sure will be on a lot of listeners' minds, and this will be the majority of you who have this. She's just sent in, listen to the pod less. So that's good.
We respect
We
it.
can
We
only
respect.
hope she hasn't heard that because she's not listening.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've had a few come in. Stop. Sorry. Yeah. Go on a Bumble date. Meh, meh, meh. Okay. I assume just you want to go on a Bumble date.
Meh. Okay.
Okay. Try to
Go on a
do a.
Bumble date.
Yeah.
That's
Go on a
pretty
Bumble
achievable,
date.
isn't it?
Meh, meh, meh. Yeah. Very achievable goals. I wish you all the best. Um. Try to do a 3-day week. Um. I mean, I think a lot of people would love to do that. That's
But maybe they're saying like try to work out so I can go down to that. But I like that idea of like my New Year's resolution is to work less.
yeah. Yeah.
Fair.
Stop dating toxic men. Fair
Is that
enough.
from your ex?
Yep.
Being a better artist and get a job in the game industry. Good
Oh,
luck to you.
good
Hope you
luck.
succeed.
Yeah.
Also, another one, to drink 3 liters of water every day, which is good.
3 liters.
I do about 3 liters, yeah.
That's a lot of water. That is mad.
Yeah,
Uh,
as I said, it's emotionally sad, but it's good for you.
are you not peeing all the time?
I'm peeing all the time, mate.
Okay.
I've done it twice while we've been recording. Got a catheter bag. Anyway, too much
uh,
information. Someone said
uh,
to dedicate to me more me time. So it's good to know you're wanking more. That is nice. That's such a year 8 joke. That's why it's still funny. No drinking, lose weight, learn Spanish. I don't know if it's going to be in
oh,
that order. No drinking is a big one for the whole year. That is a tough one. So, but
Yeah,
that will obviously help you with lose weight.
learning another language is what I like. That's
It's a
good.
really good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being single, I say. No, no, that's from someone else. Okay, fair.
Read 24 books. Reduce my screen time. I like it.
That's very, yeah, proactive. 24 books. So I guess one every sort of 2 weeks about that. That's achievable,
I
but
like this.
also good.
This one. If it takes 60 seconds, do it now. Don't wait.
Yes, I like that one. That's a very good one. Someone said to me years ago was like, when you're ever you decide to do something, if you don't do it in the first 3 seconds from when you think, oh, I should do that, then it could be a long, long time before you ever get it done. So
Definitely.
in that first 3 seconds, just do it. Touch my feet while stretching. Fair enough. Move my body daily. Getting the exercise here. Oh, someone sent this in. This is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry to be half as successful as Ali Woods brackets or even a quarter, mate.
I mean,
You
if
know,
that's your
I don't.
resolution, I don't do nothing. Just fucking lock yourself in a room.
They actually mean that sort of I'm very unsuccessful to be sort of half as unsuccessful or even a
Yeah.
quarter and therefore successful. Someone's just messaged none.
Yeah, I've had a fair few nuns and to
Yeah.
have no resolutions. To do a 6-minute diary, it's amazing. My wife and I love it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So just set a timer for 6 minutes and write
Yeah,
some stuff down. It would take me 6 minutes to get my laptop on, so that wouldn't work that well.
yeah.
But to become a better version of myself, fair enough. Keep it vague. Dump boyfriend, and
Oh,
that's from Ali. I don't know
okay.
who that might be. She's from Australia, so
Yeah,
don't know if
we'll see.
that's someone that any of us know. But there we go.
Okay.
Reading more, less smartphone. Yes, so similar to yours. Get my pre-COVID shutdown body back. You can do it.
All
Go for
right.
it.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of like lifting weights and a lot of just losing weight. A lot of people saying they want to lose weight here. I had
Mm.
like maybe 5 people saying they want to lose weight. Well, I mean, weight does seem to be the big,
Yeah, well, it's what we're doing this month as well.
exactly.
Uh, um, I've got to drink less, pass my driving license, and find what to do with my life. Fair enough, you can do it. Sleep more and work less. Okay, yeah, okay,
Dreams.
good.
Mm.
That's actually from the trainee lawyer, so I completely back you on that. I'm not even joking. That is.
Over.
Um, someone's just said, try not to throw up through the nostril. I think
Every
that's
goal is a
achievable.
goal.
Yeah.
Every goal is everyone. It's all personal. So if that's what you've been doing and struggling with over the last year, then fair enough.
Someone said move abroad, which you could go for it. You can do that.
Yep.
Never been a better time to travel than now. Find love in all the wrong
Okay.
places. No, it's not. Sleep more again. To swim 104 kilometers.
Like in
Weirdly
total,
specific.
yeah, in
I,
total,
I don't
or
know.
because I feel like in total over a year, very achievable goals.
But
But if
why
you
is it
just want,
104?
is that the distance of the channel? I don't know.
I'm trying to think whether that's okay. 104. Well, look, when they come back and swim 103 kilometers, I'm going to be like, you fucking useless piece of shit.
Failure. Failure.
104. And then finally, start a YouTube channel and quit my hospital job. Not going to lie, we quite need people in hospitals. If you could not do that, that would be really great.
Why don't you start? This is a good YouTube channel. A YouTube channel about your hospital. There you go. That'd be
There you
interesting.
go.
People would like that.
Saint Barnaby's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm just in the sick ward at the moment. All these pensioners dying. You know how it is. Like, subscribe. I'm going to do a challenge. How many of these pensioners can I flick before one of them wakes up? Okay, let's go.
You could make like reality show ER. People would love it.
Mm. Yeah, it's true. Well, they do, don't they? Like 24 hours in A&E.
Yeah, but I feel like there could be a more of a sort of like like Selling Sunset, where it's like more about the people and the personalities and the actual activity. Let's do
Yeah,
that for
fair. A
hospitals.
glossy one. And then getting
Yeah,
these absolutely beautiful people to pretend they work in A&E.
yeah. Doctors in high heels. What
Not
could go
saying that you
wrong?
can't be beautiful and work in A&E, but
No.
I don't think you could be Selling Sunset type of glamorous and be there when people are coming in being like, I'll put a nail through my testicle.
Yeah. You'd be like, okay, let me just
Okay.
get these Diamante
So
gloves on.
yeah, exactly. So I have seen this many times before. It's just a little talking head there. I wish I wanted to do that to my ex. So Tom, L. Wes, what is your New Year's resolution?
Get fit, work more,
Get
get
fit,
fit.
get girls.
Yeah, girls, guns, goodies. I don't know. No, it's get fit, work more. I think.
Okay, fair enough. My New Year's resolution is similarly productive.
Yeah,
It is to try and do a shot every day after
nice.
dry January.
Okay, so lad.
Has to be in the morning. Could be
Slowly.
11:45, but has to be in the morning.
Yeah, got it.
No, so my New Year's resolution is I'm obviously for January, dry January diet, but after that, I'm going to do 2 vegetarian days a week
Oh, nice. That is good. That is
because
good.
I
Do
eat
your bit.
meat every single fucking day.
Exactly. Do your bit for the environment. Do your little.
Exactly. Yeah.
My girlfriend has currently got vegan kebab meat in the fridge that she swears on, and I am not excited to eat it. But I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it
Have
a
you never
go.
been to like what the pitta?
No, what the hell is
Oh,
that?
it's good. It's like a kebab. It's like a vegan kebab shop. It's good though. Give it a go.
Okay,
It might be all
okay.
right.
We'll see. We'll
Maybe
see.
all right. We'll see. When you throw that up, that'll be
Yeah,
good for your dieting. Is
yeah.
having that and then immediately throwing up.
Well, that's how I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna be like, look, there's no chicken in this. I can't eat it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where's my clean chicken?
Exactly.
No. So failures. We move in to 2022, and that is the first episode of All I Do Is Fail for this year. Tom, are you looking forward to this year?
Another year, as we go on, we will strive to improve this podcast as much as we possibly can to give you the
Eh,
best viewing and listening experience. But yeah, thank you so much
For the
for
first
coming
time
back.
ever, we'll be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you so much for all coming back. We really appreciate it. And yeah, just keep sticking with us, and we'll do our best to entertain you every week.
Keep on going, guys. And with all your New Year's resolutions, we are fully behind them. So
Yeah.
good luck. Stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. All right.
Right.
Take care. Bye
Bye.
bye.